I feel there's no shortcuts in life. If you want to get good at the craft, you need to practice. And the practice needs to be deliberate. I'm Clare Frank, and I'm a physical therapist from Los Angeles. I'm a director of MovementLinks, and also a clinician as well as an educator. I think first of all, you need to have the drive. So if you have the drive, you also are teachable and are willing to be open-minded. And actually, the big thing is practice. When I first heard about physio, I wasn't quite sure what it was. All I know is I wanted to work with, at that time I thought was mostly athletes. However, as I volunteered in clinics prior to become a physical therapy school, I started to see that rehabilitation involves a myriad of populations. It's not just for athletes, it's to anywhere from someone who has suffered a stroke to an athlete. So in so many different populations. So that was what attracted to me. What attracted to me really was, how do I help someone improve their function or get back to doing something that they have not been able to do. I don't know if I have an actual event, but I think the everyday progress or events that my patients, I would say my patients give me the satisfaction and the motivation to improve. Seeing a patient for the first time, perhaps be independent in their gait or getting out of bed or have less symptoms in simple activities, or to the extreme to an athlete who I can get back from post-surgical or suffering an injury back to playing their sport. So I think, I don't know if there's a specific event. Every day is different. I want to stamp it back to being a badminton player from my coach. My coach would teach me and coach me and to be a very good athlete, to be a very good player. But at the same time, my coach was very, very smart. He would always say, go help the junior. And that means I have to teach someone younger than me. And I think that was where it stemmed from. I feel I've been given a gift, and the gift has been influenced by many great teachers. So I have been so influenced by I would say some of the pioneers in the movement approaches. Dr. Yanda, Dr. Sarman, Dr. Levitt, Dr. Boita, Dr. Kolar, that I feel I have an obligation to give back. So this is where I feel, as I teach, I'm actually giving back many ways to what I've been given. So as I have been a clinician, part of being a clinician is also patient education. Then part of my job also involved having students. And I found myself, when I first started as a PT, having students was tough because I wasn't sure if I wasn't confident. But as time went on, because of their questions, I actually had to go do my homework. I had to go study or find out. And because of my students, because of my residents or fellows, I feel I've become a better clinician. So it's worked both ways. I've learned to master the craft, at the same time give it away, but also learn from my students or my fellows or my residents. So as you can see, learning never stops. I still keep learning. For my patients particularly as well, I would like to see physiotherapists as movement specialists, and I would say more movement system specialists, because we need to not just prescribe an exercise, but evaluate a patient and try to find out the connections to why it's causing the problem. To me, that requires a little bit more diligence and systematic examination to come up with an intervention, and the intervention must be specific to that particular condition or to that patient. It's not as simple as just giving a cookie cutter exercise. So this is where I feel physical therapists need to be critical thinkers. Bring in your knowledge from what you've learned in school and think through a problem and come up with a solution.